One consideration that I did want to talk to you about when online sourcing is to double check everything about your product before you hit the pay button. So I guess I'm just like, I like to double check everything. So I'm no different with online sourcing. Always want to look at your listing. You know, if the pictures don't match the title, or say the title doesn't match the description, if there's anything where you're kind of like, huh, that makes you raise your eyeballs, you really want to keep an eye and make sure everything is the same. If I see something that is not matching up, you saw in a video where I did the adult diapers. Okay, I remember that because the adult diapers come in different sizes. And one time I had a picture of a different size adult diaper than what it said it was selling in the description. Sometimes it'll show a picture of 3 packs of disposable adult diapers, but in the title it doesn't say anything about 3 packs. So you can see where there's areas of confusion, not only for you, but for the buyer. And you really don't want the buyer to be expecting one thing and then get something different and leave you bad feedback. So you want to make sure that on the listing, everything is matching up. If not, then I would typically not mess with that product, or I would at least take the steps to correct it with Amazon and get the listing corrected before I put myself onto that listing. Another mistake that I made a lot, so hopefully I will save you from this one, is when you're using your scanning app to source and you're going through and you see a listing, right? And you're like, oh wow, you know, that's selling for $20. Well, what you fail to do is look to see if there's other listings. So you can have one product and there might be 5 different listings. Most of the time there's not, you know, there's only one that you can like sell yours and jump on, but sometimes there's just so many of them. So you want to look at all the pages, all the different listings, because some may be lower priced than the one you're looking at, and you think, oh, that's the price I'm going to get, but then it's not. So you want to make sure that you look at all of them and that you're understanding the lowest price one so that you're not, you know, confused or disappointed with that. You've heard me talk about many, many times, even when we did the liquidation series last week, was Camel, Camel, Camel and Keepa. And both of those lets you know if a product is as good as you think it is. So if your gut's saying, yeah, I love this product, you still want to double check Camel, Camel, Camel and Keepa. Because a rank that you're looking at on your phone when you're sourcing really can show you a screenshot in time, you know, because it's just a snapshot of today's rank and selling price. When you look at Camel, Camel, Camel and Keepa, what it gives you is that over time. It shows you the rank over time. And if the rank has been lower than that for a long time and then today you're just seeing a spike, maybe they had quite a few sales today. Maybe they had a coupon code that they were utilizing, and so it created a lot of sales, and Amazon picked that up as, wow, you know, this is a really great rank today. And then you were sourcing and you looked at it today and you thought, oh, this is a great product, only to find that it's not as great as you thought, because really over time it was down here somewhere and, you know, not selling as fast as it looked like it was selling. So it's really important to double check with those other sites. And Camel, Camel, Camel's free, so there's no reason not to. And make sure that what you're seeing really is what it is. Okay, that makes sense. Talking about the programs with Camel, 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 and Keepa, there's a lot of tools out there that you could be using. Tools help you become more efficient and more productive, but there's a lot of tools out there. And you really don't want to be new and spending all of your money on the newest and, you know, glitziest tools. You really only want to invest in tools that you find are worth your time and effort to use them, that give you value, you know, that help you source better or understand better. I'm going to mention them, a couple of them here. Firefox versus Chrome. Plugins respond differently. I use Chrome. Camelizer is also a plugin, or you can just go directly to Camel, 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 which we just talked about, and that gives you the rank and price history on most products. Keepa plugin, or going to keepa.com, which we just talked about. Price Link, I don't know if you guys know what this is. It's a plugin, and it helps you get the price for a product on Amazon when you're on other sites. So I like to use this one when I'm online sourcing, which is why I'm mentioning it in today's video. You can use it to find where you can find the items that you bought previously, where you can get the best price now on other websites. If you are on the Walmart website, for example, price is $20 and you click on the plugin, it looks at all the other sites for the same exact item and it tells you, oh, it's $45 plus $5 shipping on Amazon. So it's kind of like backwards research. And another thing I like about it is it shows you if any coupons are available. Not all the time, but a lot of times. So that's kind of like extra money too. Ebates, plugin. It finds coupon codes. If you're not using it, I don't know why you wouldn't use it. It's awesome. I love it. It's a cashback site. Most everybody knows what it is, but you use their site to click into other sites. So they get a kickback for the clicks, and then they pass some of that kickback to you. So it's not very much. I think it's like probably 2 or 3%. But when you click on the bottom, when you click on the button, you get free money back. So I don't know why you wouldn't do that, especially if you're spending a lot of money online. I try to go through Ebates all the time. Another one, retailmenot.com, is a coupon database. There's a lot of coupon databases out there, so you can use any number of them. But really take a moment to check the coupons. I know a lot of people don't like to coupon, but you can save 20 to 30% off sometimes on a product. So, again, I don't know why you wouldn't. Check to see if there's a coupon code that you can just type in and save 20%. Another thing that I started doing new this year that I was kind of skeptical about at first are the gift card reselling databases. So I don't know all the different names of them. One of them is Gift Card Granny. And what you do is you buy a gift card, you can get 15% off on a gift card, and then you can turn around and use the gift card to purchase your online sourcing shopping trip. You can get 15% off in addition to any coupon codes that you just found. I already mentioned FBA Calculator or Scoutify if you're using Inventory Lab. Out of the two, I like the Scoutify, I like Inventory Lab because you can set preferences. You can set to add sales tax or some kind of inbound shipping, and you're kind of limited on what you can do with the FBA calculator. It's just whatever there you can enter in, and then the rest you have to do in your head, which is fine because it's free and Scoutify is not. But I do prefer Scoutify because you can do more advanced things. A typical day for me would be I get up and I write out my list for the day of what I have to do. So I call it my power list. I drink my coffee and I write out important personal appointments that I may have. If there's a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment or a speech or anything that has to be done on that day, personally, I write it out. I also have apps in my phone that is a family calendar app, so we put all important things in there so everybody can be notified. It's COZI and it's free. I love it. So I look at Cozy and I see what I need to put on that power list, if anything. And then I think through my business. I look at the virtual assistants. I go on Upwork. That's where I get my virtual assistants. I go on there, read my messages, see what I've received from the night. If they've sent me a list, a sourcing list, I'll look through the list. A lot of times I will like the items that they sent. Sometimes I won't, but if they found a good website or if that website was having a particular sell, then I can, that's a lead in and of itself. I can go to that site, I can go to that store and start to browse through and see if I can't find anything else there. Depending on the day, some days I will source in town. I do the sourcing retail arbitrage trips. I do frequent the liquidation stores, the bin stores from Goodwill, different things like that on a regular, consistent basis. But I prefer online now, just for time. So I'm spending more and more time online. I will say that I do not source every single day, will not online source every single day, but I do online source every week. And so that's kind of my daily schedule in a nutshell. Another thing I see in the emails is about making mistakes. You are most definitely going to make mistakes. You can never be 100% sure that the product you're looking at is going to, sell exactly the same as when you're looking at it once it's live on Amazon. Things happen. Supply and demand, competition, it makes a product change daily. When this happens and the product has changed from the time that I ordered it till the time that I received it at my doorstep, I personally have no issues with sending it back. I like to do business with companies that have generous return policies. Walmart is great at this. They're just very easy with their returns. If I find myself disappointed with a choice that I made, then I will try to send it back. If I can't send it back and I find that I'm truly stuck with this item, then I will create a listing, just try to get my money back on the product. Maybe I will list it on eBay or Etsy or some other site that might give me a higher return. I just kind of problem solve to see how I can offload the product, not necessarily to make a profit, but just to get my return back. If I do find that I'm truly taking a loss on this product, I can't unload it for anything, then you've seen me make my yearly donations to different thrift stores, to different places to get a tax receipt. Having a garage sale, some of my very last resort methods, I've done all of them. So even when you make a mistake, normally you will get your money back or get something back by utilizing some of these methods. The loss really is minimal. At least that's been my experience. Drops on a product. And unfortunately, this can sometimes be a common occurrence with us. You order a product, it takes a few weeks to get in, send it to Amazon, it gets checked in, and by then the prices have changed. The worst case scenario normally is that it will take you longer to sell the product, or you sell the product for just getting your money back. You have to take that money and just reinvest it into another product that is selling better. I don't want you to feel bad about making a mistake, because you will. It's just part of it, and it's just handling it well once it happens, and also to learn from it so that it happens less frequently. Okay, sales tax. Paying sales tax is something that we don't like to do because it just feels like extra money going out of our pocket. I just did a sales tax video, so I'm not going to go through all of that. Really, all I want to say here is that many stores do not take your resale certificates. There are a few that accept them though. It's just different with every store. So be mindful, contact them before you buy, see what their policies are. You can use a little chat box, or you can email them or call them to get the information. I did want to tell you that Walmart, Kmart, and JCPenney's are all easy. And even saying that, they're all very different. Like when you go to Walmart, there's an approval process, but once you kind of get through it and complete it, then you just email them with your order, and then they just credit you back. Kmart, every single time you place an order with them, you have to send them a copy of your certificate. And then JCPenney's, call the number, you get your account set up, and then every future order is just automatically exempt. It's super easy. Do with some stores, like Walmart, is you can buy it online and then opt to do a store pickup. Now, if I'm online arbitraging, most times I don't want to go to the store because that defeats the whole purpose of why I'm online arbitraging. If you do it online, they might, they have a lot of orders coming in. It takes a while to get things shipped to you, and you don't want to wait that long, for them to get shipped and to get in. So sometimes by ordering online but opting for the store pickup, you can get it to Amazon faster, and first to market can mean that your product sold before others, even got their products. You need to have a system because you're going to have a ton of orders, you're placing them all the time, and you just need a system to kind of deal with it. You can get as elaborate as you want. I'm pretty simple. I don't like to do like fancy Excel spreadsheets and all of that if I don't have to. So basically what I do is I will print out the order confirmation, which is really important because it is the only thing that gives you a complete breakdown of the price you paid and the quantity you ordered. So I like to keep that safe, and I just print it out and I place it in a special basket. And the only thing that goes in that basket are confirmations. And that's really all it is to my system. I know they're there in the basket. When the order comes in, I just take a highlighter. I check it off on the highlighter on the form, see if there's any items that I'm missing. I can just jot down notes on the confirmation form, and then I can look into my email. You know, wait, I'm missing some orders, so before I call and like yell at them, I can look at my emails and see if they sent me an email. Maybe it was backlogged, maybe it was canceled for some reason, and then I can communicate with the company because I know what's going on. And it's really hard when you place an order, you know, you forget 3 weeks later. So it's kind of hard, you know, to juggle everything. Just find a system that works for you. A lot of people use spreadsheets. I just find that simple is better for me. I just keep them in a basket and print them up and use a highlighter. And the last thing I want to share with you today is I want to just give you a list of some of the places that I source from. I'm not going to share, of course, all of the places I source from, but I do want to give you some ideas in case you're kind of wondering where to go. You know, where do you source online? Obviously, all the normal places like big box stores, Kmart and Walmart and Target and Kohl's and Old Navy, everything can be sourced online that has an online site, which is almost everybody now, right? But there are some different places that maybe you haven't considered that you've seen on the scrolling list that could give you some thoughts. All right, that's it. I hope you really enjoyed this series on online arbitrage video that I'm doing showing you me online sourcing so you can get a feel for everything that we've talked about in action. You can actually kind of see me going through the process and making those decisions with, you know, all of the parameters that we've talked about. Hey, please comment down below, thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the Amazon 360 Facebook group. I look forward to seeing you next video. Bye, guys.